Okay, what's up? I'm going to answer some more questions. Feel free to submit more questions. I might not do a video tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. I'll do a video in there. It's good filler. The first question is, do you have a favorite porn star or something? And not really. First of all, I don't watch porn movies. I don't like watching pornography movies because with the sound on, they're usually saying something so stupid that you just can't work with it. Somebody is saying something really fucking dumb. And the cameramen that do porn shoots, just, they got a thing about male faces and asses, and it's just, obviously there's a market for it. Obviously there's a group of people, apparently it's popular and people like that, but that's just not my thing. I guess it might be better for porn that's being viewed by both men and women. I can see that. And the second part of that question is, am I a bisexual? The answer to that is no. Sorry to disappoint you. It seems if you were a bisexual, you would have more options. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not attracted to men. Can't win them all. If you had to download just one complete subject of information in your head, what would it be? I would like to know how to speak every language, especially Arabic, because the Detroit area has the largest population of Arabs outside of the Middle East, and there's a shit ton of people around here speaking Arabic, and I'd like to be able to talk to them. But yeah, I'd like to be able to speak every language. Question, is art inherently pretentious? No thing can be inherently pretentious, I don't think, but people can be pretentious about something. There's people that think they're the only ones that know, the right way to look at a certain piece of art. If you don't know everything about it, then you can't possibly appreciate the art or whatever, and that's pretentious. But art is not inherently pretentious. I like art. I think we could use more art. Everything in this country is fucking mass-produced, square. Everything looks the same. It's not interesting to me. But I like tattoos when they're done well. The reason tattoos are seen as trashy is because most people have really, 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 really shitty tattoos. Really shitty tattoos. Fucking, when you get a tattoo, have that tattoo artist say, let me see your book. If they say, what book? Walk out immediately. Alright? They should have a book with their work in it. Fucking look at it. And make sure that there's something similar to the style of what you're doing in there, so that you can see that they can do it. Some people can't do portraits. Some people can't do, different shit. My tattoo artist happens to be one of the best in the world, I think, and he also happens to be in my family, which is a bonus for me. What do you think of abstinence? Personally, I think it is a bunch of religious bullshit forced on kids. Abstinence shouldn't, if you want to be abstinent, go for it. You shouldn't have to feel pressured to have sex, but you also shouldn't not have sex because you're worried about going to hell. That's not a good reason to do anything. We have we send mixed messages in this country. It's like, don't have sex, and then in the popular culture, it's like, if you're not, everyone else is having sex, you're not having sex, what's wrong with you? And I think that's a problem. I think that fucks with people, especially teenagers. Name 2 celebrities, male and female, who need to go the fuck away. Before, for male, it would have been Carlos Mencia, because I really, really hate Carlos Mencia. But he seems to have gone away on his own. People seem to realize that he's not funny, and he's a hack, he steals jokes, and he's a racist. So he just went away. I'm glad of that. So in lieu of him, I'm going to have to go with my next most hated comedian, which is Dane Cook. I know Dane Cook hatery is commonplace, but I really hate Dane Cook. His delivery is good. That's why people laugh at his jokes, because he he says an unfunny joke, but he uses a loud voice or an inflection that makes it seem funny. He has the illusion of funny. He would probably be good doing other people's jokes. But I think that Dane Cook has ruined comedy, stand-up comedy. I really think he has. And female, I can't remember her name, but I think she was in Ocean's 11. I think she was in Sex and the City. She has a really big mouth. I fucking hate her. I don't like her. She pisses me off. And somewhat, I guess, a local celebrity, but there's a news anchor on Channel 4 in Detroit. There's two black female anchors on Channel 4. One of them has like freckles on her face or some weird shit like that. The other one doesn't. The one who does not, I fucking hate her. Every time I see her on TV, I die a little bit inside. I cannot watch Channel 4 if she is on. I absolutely refuse to watch the news if she is on. I fucking hate her. I can't think of her name. But most of you don't even live here, so you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Pretty simple question. If you could have any old muscle car, what model would it be or whatever? My stepdad, before he died, had a 1973 Trans Am that well, he gave it to his brother, but I really like that car. I don't want that car because this is his brother's car, but I would like a duplicate of it. It was pretty fucking cool. I like Trans Ams. I like I like older Mustangs, and I like some of the newer Mustangs. There's a place right near my house where they it's like they take stock Mustangs and they customize them. Roush customizes them, and turns out these Roush customized Mustangs, and those are really fucking cool. I know that's not a classic car, but just on the muscle car, I'd like that car. What are your thoughts on furries? I don't really have any problem with anybody's sexual fetish. I think it's fucking weird. I don't understand it. I can at least intellectualize. I can at least understand most sexual fetishes I've seen. Why someone would be attracted to that, but I don't understand that one. When did you start smoking? I think I've already answered this question before. I was like 16. Have you tried dip/nasal snuff? I have not tried nasal snuff. I don't like any sort of mouth tobacco, especially the dip, because I think that's what it is. Dip, like Skulls shit. I've tried it a couple times. I don't like it because it cuts the inside of your mouth. That's how you get the nicotine in through your blood, and I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I think it's fucking disgusting. When is it appropriate to limit freedom of speech, and why? For example, shouting fire when there isn't one, publicly lying about others, fraud, prank calls, etc. You can't stop. So, you can lie, but there's going to be consequences. Depending on what it is, they could be legal consequences. They could just be, public consequences. You have to use your best judgment. Fraud is obviously illegal, but you cannot, you can't know that it's a fraud until someone proves it is. Prank calls. Who does prank calls anymore? I don't. If anybody ever does try to prank call me, I don't get it. I don't answer a phone number I don't recognize, so that's never been a problem for me. And it's not illegal to shout fire in a crowded theater. It's really dumb. And when somebody finds out that you were just fucking around shouting fire, they might take you out back and beat the shit out of you. Consequences. You see, consequences. And the last question: do you think that the issue of marijuana is not acknowledged fully in American politics because most politicians are afraid of addressing it? I don't think they're afraid. I think that it's easier for them to score cheap political points off of making fun of potheads. It's really easy. There's a big group of people that like that. I don't know why, but they do. So they care more about scoring political points than they do about fixing problems. Yep, that's about it. Get back to you later.